From the shadows of college basketball to a Pac-12 champion, Shakur Juiston has had a long journey. He started at Hutchinson Community College in Kansas.
My recruitment was really nothing. I didn't really have the grades. I wasn't really doing what I was supposed to do as a student. So I was forced to go to junior college.
After winning the JUCO championship while earning MVP and Player of the Year honors, Juiston transferred to UNLV and emerged as one of their top players. But 8 games into his senior year, he suffered a knee injury, forcing him to redshirt.
I was actually thinking about staying after my injury, but as soon as they fired my coach, I was just like, nah, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna, go somewhere else with a better opportunity.
He entered the transfer portal after graduating from UNLV. Due to a change in NCAA rules, players no longer need to request permission to transfer schools. They can enter their names into a database called the transfer portal. The idea is that more structure can lead to more freedom. Student athletes transfer at a lower rate than their classmates, but that's not the case in Division I men's basketball. While college students can change schools whenever they want, student athletes have faced barriers when transferring.
You want to transfer, you have to come in, you have to fill out a form in compliance. Then compliance has to send that form to every institution that you are looking at. Then that institution has to fill out an entire questionnaire thing about you so that they can do all that stuff.
The transfer portal launched in October 2018, making the process easier on the compliance side.
I think it's kind of changed our way of life, and probably similar to how free agency changed the professional sports. If a student athlete says that they want to transfer, they have to send an email to our compliance. There's a form that has to be completed, and then once they complete that form and return it back to compliance, we have 48 business hours to get that uploaded into the transfer portal.
For athletes, it's about finding the right program.
The transfer portal helped me in the beginning, from when I thought that no one was gonna, have interest in me. Pretty much, kept me having faith.
Coaches use the portal to see who is transferring, and they can recruit players who fit their program.
Shakur came here with a purpose. When you got players like that know they only got 1 year left, they're all in.
Before I transferred, I knew that Oregon was like a winning program. I pretty much did my homework on them, the team that was coming in, the recruiting class that they had, and I just pictured myself fitting in, and that's when I committed.
In the year before the transfer portal, there were 894 players who transferred. In 2019, there were more than 1,000 players in the portal, but not all of them transferred. The Oregon Ducks brought in 2 transfers in 2017. This season, they brought in 6, but 3 other players transferred out of Oregon. While the transfer portal helps schools like Oregon, smaller schools might not see the same results.
In my opinion, it's not going to hurt the Power 5. It's going to hurt your mid-majors.
I think a lot of people are doing transfers because they started at a mid-major or a low-major school. You know what I'm saying? I think they're high-major players, so they'll put themselves in the transfer portal.
Eric Williams is another player who joined the Ducks through the portal.
I was enrolled at Duquesne University in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I was more overlooked in high school than going through the transfer portal. My transfer portal was like my recruiting process.
The NCAA is making him sit out this season for what they call an academic year of residence.
Just having to sit out is like, I kind of want to play, but just knowing I have to just wait, and just knowing that if you wait your turn, good things will come.
Players can submit waivers to play immediately, but the NCAA only approved about half of them. The ones approved are usually situations that the student athlete can't control. Since Juiston already completed his degree, he was eligible to play immediately.
Since I was a grad transfer and I didn't play, only played 8 games because of my injury, so I didn't have to sit out a year. So that's what made me more viable and to other schools.
And now he has a season to remember.
I didn't know anything really about Oregon. Played 2 years Mountain West. Anthony killed us most of all them games, so for us to transfer to the same school, and he already know Peyton, and it was just like, I don't know, it's just like fate. So, and for us to win them, the championship, I couldn't write a better story.